Hi everyone, welcome back. My name is Emily. I'm sorry about the scratchy voice. I have been sick for the past week. So I'm hoping to get through this voiceover without my voice completely getting ruined. So I decided to create with these super cute dice. This is the soup can card die set. And this is just perfect, right? Since I have been sick, it's the perfect theme for my video today. You can see I took the nesting dice here just to create a frame. I kept them together with some low-tech adhesive, and then I got my frame here. And for one of my cards, I wanted, this is the card base by the way, so I cut it out of some white paper, and since I'm using Euro paper, that's A4, so I could actually fit two of these for my if you use letter size paper, I don't know if you can get two out of them, so I just wanted to point that out. So you can see one of them will be a shaker card. It's the one I am playing around with elements right now, and one of them I cut all the pieces to make a paper pieced card. It was a while since I did that, so I thought I would play around with that. For my shaker card, I needed some acetate to the front of my frame here, so I'm just taking some adhesive and just going around the edge and then pressing it down to this paper. And you can see I just have a backer paper, so you more easily can see the acetate that I'm cutting. And I'm sorry about the glare. And I'm tilting my scissors to get underneath the frame that we attached. Hope that makes sense. So that is how I'm getting the acetate just to be on the inside of the frame. And then I'm taking some double-sided foam tape and just running it along the sides, making sure nothing is peeking out to the front. And then I can peel up the release paper, and then we have this dimensional frame that we can use to contain all of our shakers. So for the shakers, I'm using some of the new embellishment mixes from Trinity, and I had this one called Happy Pills Clay embellishment, and they were in yellow, red and blue, and I didn't think the red fitted my theme from this card, so I actually sorted them out, and you can see how much better that looks against that blue background. So this is something you also can do. Even though the mix is already done, you can actually customize it yourself. And I also had some of these shaker elements, also some new ones, and I put them inside. I will have links down below for all of them if you like to see exactly which one I used. I also got some liquid glue here on my frame, of course. I needed to peel that away before I attached my frame to the piece here. And you can see how cute that is. For the sentiment, I used the Super 3x4 stamp set. So this is a mini one, perfect for cards. And there was this piece in this die set that had a little curve to it that perfectly matched the curve of this die. So I decided to go ahead and stamp that one out. For my second card, I actually needed to custom curve my sentiment to the other way. I will show that in a second here, but that was easy to do. I just want to point that out, but I didn't film it, so I'm sorry about that. But I just took the stamp and just curved it the other way. So let's attach our shaker to our card front, and then for the top of this jar I decided to go ahead and use some foam just to raise it up and have some more dimension. And I also went with silver. I thought it would be nice to have something to contrast with the blue. So here is our first pillar jar, and we can have it like this, and the sentiment on top. Hope you feel better, and you can have a message on the inside for the recipient. I just think this is super cute and so easy to create. And if your recipient is a kid, I think they absolutely will love this. So for my second one, as I said in the beginning, I will play around with some cardstock that I had in my stash. And I decided to go with a paper collection, I believe from American Crafts. I might be wrong here. I don't know exactly which collection this is. It's just something I have in my stash, and I'm not usually playing with papers like this, so I'm happy to do it in this video. You can see I have all my little pieces here cut, and from the beginning I thought I could have it just the way it is, the sentiment. You can see it's upside down now, but I quickly realized that I needed to stamp it in the other direction to make it fit. So I quickly ran and looked through the paper I used, and it's from the Hello Love Create paper. I think it's been out a while, let's say like 10 years or so. So I don't know if you are going to like get exactly this one if you're looking for it, but you can certainly create something similar yourself, or just go with something you have in your stash. But it was fun to create something entirely like already made for you, or what to say, like this. It was fun just to put everything together like a puzzle. And you can see those little details with those gray strips, I really think makes the whole project look more finished. So you can see I have it down at the bottom, in the middle section, and then at the top. So cute. And to embellish this a little bit more, I will have some foil to the top of the can. And this more looks like a soup can, and that was the intention, of course. This is a love soup for the people, or the one that is sick, and it's filled with love. So you can see here I'm just having my little embellishment here, and my little heart on top. Of course I needed to raise it up with a ton of dimension because I love it. You can see how cute that is. And here is the sentiment flipped to the other side. You will see when I show them side by side that I curved my sentiment one way or the other way. So yeah, that's finished these two projects off. I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial of how you can play around with a new soup can card and get a ton of variety out of it. I will have links down below for all of the products that I use in this video, and until next time, have a great day. Bye!